Hello, everybody. This crazy. I don't know how anybody can sit. He and his show, Pierce Morgan. You got these people are interrupting. They drive me. This woman especially drives me nuts. But this is the quality. I guess he's called the quality equal. Maybe it's equality minister of Israel. Let's hear it and then we'll get into it. Okay, here we go.
You have to know with all of your profession that there's two kinds of politicians. One, like you interviewed, for instance, Naftali Bennett, an interview I did watch, who by accident forgot to mention that he launched a party just a month ago, and forgot to tell you that he signed so many declarations before he became a prime minister and didn't held up to any of them, and he forgot to tell you a lot of things, but in actual fact deceived his own people. And just like the rest of them that you interviewed, Olmert and Barak and all those prime ministers, the one thing in common that they all have is the fact that the public doesn't vote for them anymore, so they're very bitter. Now, regarding Smotrich and Ben Gvir, you have to remember, when you're saying Smotrich and Ben Gvir, you're talking about, and I don't know what they said, but I'm referring to what you said, I'm, trusting your words. You're talking obviously about the Trump's plan. Now, this is not Smotrich or Ben Gvir's plan.
No,
this
I'm not talking about Trump's plan.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't know
about
anything
what came out of
regarding
their
to them
mouths.
wanting. They want to kill.
They want to
Palestinians in
cleanse.
Gaza?
Their words: cleanse Gaza of all the Palestinians.
So when you say cleanse, I can tell you that they refer to the Trump's plan. And when we're talking about Trump's plan, I have to tell you that, first of all, Donald J. Trump, which is what I consider the best thing that God could have given us for a new middle age.
Okay, see when she said Trump's plan. After all this is said and done, and everybody starts looking at this country, they're going to blame it on the U.S. You mark my word. And I'm telling you, yeah, it was a bad thing, October 7th, but to do what they're doing is absolutely abhorrent and it's wrong by every stretch of them, it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. So you do the unalive babies and starve and all this other stuff. That's wrong to me.
His collaboration with Prime Minister Netanyahu is really what we could all wish for in order to make a new Middle East. But I can tell you that we are not taking anything off the table in order to protect our civilians and our children of Israel. And if we have to look at Trump's plan, which for me, as I think, is thinking outside of the box, and if we have to consider other things, like we have examined over the decades, we will. But I don't see it as ethnic cleansing, let alone.
So let me ask you then, let me ask you, would you like to cleanse Gaza of all the Palestinians?
Listen, I don't use the terminology of you and your colleagues. That is not my terminology.
Well, that's the terminology of your colleague.
Is not my terminology, just like the settlements that you mentioned with the
it's the terminology, to be clear, it's the terminology of your own cabinet colleague. It's Smodrich, your finance minister. It's your colleague, not mine or my colleagues. It's the language used by your finance minister only 2 weeks ago.
I can tell you that for the first time ever, we have a very right-wing government, as you can see. Our views are very transparent, and everything that is held in the cabinet and not in the cabinet, but in the government is being shared outside. No one is hiding anything. Now, Smotrich and Ben Gvir are not a part of my party, but they are a part of this government.
if you're not hiding anything, how come no all the journalists are on live and that are in Palestine and stuff like that, and you won't let regular ones in there? And I'm not sure if anybody sees it there but me, because I seen where they had something about Barack Obama, and they were talking about the peace prize for Trump, and I disagree.
And I'm telling you, although I'm not representing them, that they are talking about the Trump's plan, and we are considering it just like we consider any other plan in order to protect our civilians. Now, I want to say another thing about that. Listen, I don't know, I heard your interviews, and I know you talk about Smotrich and his things that he said, but I want to say something about Bezalel Smotrich, although I have nothing to do with his party. Yes, he's a part of my government, not from my party. I don't know that, but Smotrich went to more funerals this year than you went in your entire life, okay? His entire family and his entire and his wait one second.
You've no idea how many funerals I've been to.
And
how
his entire friends, because I tell you, he went to hundreds and hundreds of funerals from his own community. His heart was broken. We are wounded. Our ministers are wounded from the sights we saw. I wanted to tell you before, and you stopped me. As the Minister for Social Equality and the Advancement of Women, what I saw that women have endured, your eyes and your mind could never comprehend. The fact is that we have children in Gaza today that the interview before was talking about that are being raised on Mein Kampf. They are being raised of killing Jews from the second they are born. This is what they say. And you know what? If you don't believe me, you can talk with the hostages that came back from captivity. And
what would you do with them? What would you do with them? The Palestinians.
With who?
The Palestinians. What would you do with them?
Well, first of all, this is not an issue now with the Palestinians. This is not an issue with the terror regime of Hamas. In my idea,
I'm asking you what you would do with the Palestinian population.
Okay, you heard her say that they were teaching their kids Mein Kampf. I looked it up. And she don't know what she's talking about. Wait a second. Here it goes. Okay. Now, in a speech to the United Nations immediately following the Suez Canal crisis in 1956, Israeli Foreign Minister Golda Meir claimed that the Arabic translation of Mein Kampf was found in Egyptian soldiers' knapsacks. In the same speech, she also described Gamal Abdel Nasser as a disciple of Hitler, who was determined to annihilate Israel. After the war, David Ben-Gurion likened Nasser's philosophy of the revolution to Hitler's Mein Kampf, a comparison also made by French Prime Minister Guy Mollet, though